Live from Arkansas's streaming news leader, this is THV 11 Morning News at 7:30 on THV 11 Plus.
Good Monday morning, everybody. It is 7:01 in the capital city. We got Ashley, Hayden, Karen, Tracy in the house. And listen, do not be deceived. It is not mid-October outside. It is August.
It feels like it.
I cannot believe it when I went to the truck today. Oh my gosh, I was happy.
Turn on the heat, maybe.
Well, the couple of mornings you might need just for a second, but then you'll need to turn it right back off.
Right.
But don't get carried away.
That's why people are driving slow. They're just so excited.
They're enjoying it.
They're like, look at this.
They have the windows down.
It's
No
a
sun.
sunroof.
Yeah, it's a sunroof open windows kind of
really
thing.
is.
So, yeah.
And football season. High school starts Friday.
Been praying for times like this.
Over the weekend, seeing some football games on the television.
Did you watch any?
Well, they were on.
Yeah,
I wasn't paying a lot of
background,
attention, but I did see that we sent two teams over to Ireland to play each other.
Saturday night, I got that kid down, and I was locked into Stanford in Hawaii.
Yeah.
I mean, you would have thought I went to Hawaii for college. I was locked in.
Just so excited to see football back on.
They stay
I'm in
in
my
Hawaii
feelings.
or pretty far away.
Yeah,
But
there's no
when you're
Jones.
desperate
There's
for
no
football.
Jonesboro, Hawaii. I'll just tell you that right now. So yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, but Jonesboro will be in town pretty soon. We'll see Arkansas State and Arkansas play.
Cannot
It's
wait.
just less than 2 weeks now.
Yeah,
so
it's like
that's gonna be fun.
to 12 days.
Yeah,
Summertime is in the air.
Yeah, that's it. Football season is here. All right, well, let's talk about traffic right now, right? Or are we talking about weather?
No, let's talk about football.
Traffic. Okay, traffic. I was like, I think we're talking about traffic, but I looked and it was like, it looks like weather. All right, traffic is not really doing anything. Maybe we should just talk about weather. Right now, traffic looks pretty good. We're seeing a couple of slowdowns. We'll start with this one here. That is typical this time of day. It is 7:02, so you know you're going to start to see it slow down a little bit on I-30 eastbound right now, moving at 42 miles per hour, slower in some spots. So give yourself some extra time if you're heading there. And we're having a lot of issues right here on what was US 167 is now I-57, but moving southbound around Jacksonville, 24 miles per hour. So it is moving very slowly. Not an accident that I see. It's just there is construction that's going on in this area. So that probably is the reason why. And of course, through any construction zone, you need to give yourself some extra time and slow down a little bit. And this is a look right now at I-30 where we're seeing those slowdowns. And it looks pretty good. No major problems right now, Tracy. This is our drive times into downtown Little Rock. So yeah, it's not bad right now. Of course, we'll get a closer look at what's happening coming up.
Well, this week we are talking all about temperatures and the fact that it is the end of August and we are feeling much better than we normally do. Normally our temperatures are in the low 90s, but we're getting a little treat this week. But I want to talk about the fall countdown. Meteorological fall is September 1st, and of course when everyone else celebrates September 22nd, that is 28 days away. Now, what's the difference, might you ask? Well, this is just done for calendaring purposes to make it a little easier. So again, we are still going to see these fall-like temperatures, especially in the morning. So in the morning, you may wonder what season it is. It's going to be fake fall in the mornings all this week, so it's going to be great, but the afternoons are going to warm up a little bit, but still much better than what you would normally expect for August. We've got this frontal boundary that gave us all this goodness that we've got out there right now. We do have some rain showers that are headed our way later today, and right now we're just really looking at a few spotty showers, not a lot of going on, but we are starting to see some activity around the Fort Smith area and a little bit more cloud cover, which is expected today. It is 69 out there this morning. Again, it is going to be nice all week long in the mornings, and those afternoons aren't going to feel too bad either. We have multiple chances for some rain as well. Those dew points are staying low, so it feels great out there. It's not humid at all, so that is good news. And across the state today, those highs 70s, 80s, and even some 90s in southern Arkansas. You will notice that frontal boundary is just kind of lingering in the southern portion of the state, and that's keeping things just a little bit warmer, but it's going to push on out of here, and they'll get our goodness too, and coming up in just the next 24 hours or so. But we'll talk more about your hour-by-hour forecast and what you can expect for this weekend coming up.
All right, Tracy, thank you. The weather in the west, a far cry from what we're experiencing this morning with record heat and wildfire threats. Now more than 30 million people waking up under extreme weather alerts.
In Northern California, flames are forcing hundreds to evacuate while fire crews battle the fast-moving Picket Fire in Napa County. That fire so far scorching more than 10 square miles and is only 11% contained, though officials say resources are helping them to manage it.
Smoke has reached the region's vineyards, threatening wine production. Meanwhile, in Oregon, the flat fire has consumed more than 20,000 acres, and extreme heat warnings remain in effect with temperatures topping 102 degrees.
Although it looks scary and we had a lot of resources moving around, it did do a lot of good things, which is actually helping us out in the containment of this fire.
So at least some good news there. In Sacramento, families are cooling off in splash parks while millions across the West try to cope with the scorching heat.
Fire authorities warn out west, though, with high temperatures and dry conditions, wildfire activity could stay elevated at least through the month of September.
Developing this morning, more than 2,000 National Guard troops are patrolling the nation's capital, with some of them now being armed. Military officials say less than 50 service members may carry weapons. However, force is only authorized as a last resort against imminent threats. The deployment comes as President Trump threatens to send guards and those units to other major cities, sparking pushback from local leaders.
I think Chicago will be our next, and then we'll help with New York.
The city of Chicago does not need a military occupation. It would be, again, a clear, flagrant violation of the Constitution and federal laws.
Chicago's mayor points to a 13% crime drop this year, while Maryland Governor Wes Moore cites a 20% drop in Baltimore.
While the president is spending his time from the Oval Office making jabs and attacks at us, there are people actually on the ground doing the work who know what supports would actually work to continue to bring down crime.
The president, however, called Baltimore a, quote, crime-ridden, and posted online that he would send troops if Governor Moore asked for help. Back here at home this morning, Senator Brian King is urging the state to pause payments to Veneer, the California consulting firm overseeing the Franklin County Prison Project.
King says he's been trying to meet with Veneer since May, but the company has either ignored or declined multiple requests.
He emailed Department of Corrections Secretary Lindsay Wallace asking that payments to the firm be halted until they answer questions.
King argues the state needs stronger accountability before continuing to spend taxpayer dollars on the project.
We're going to have to find better solutions to lower the crime, lower incarceration rates, and make it where prisons are empty. That's the best policy for Arkansans, not this $1.5 billion boondoggle that's only going to profit these California consultants and Joe Porfirio and this governor and certain legislators that are getting huge contributions out of it.
The Board of Corrections meets September 2nd. Then the Joint Performance Review Committee will meet September 9th to go over a citizen petition that's also challenging the prison project.
Former Deputy Jeffrey Miller has been arrested in a contraband investigation at the Pulaski County Jail. He faces charges for bringing prohibited items into the facility. Two others, Amicia Burt and current inmate Lance Noyd, were also taken into custody and are awaiting charges for their roles in the case.
Time now 7:09. Arkansas's maternal health experts are encouraging birthing hospitals to join a new postpartum program. The CARE initiative, led by two UAMS professors, gives hospitals training and tools to screen and educate new moms before they leave the hospital. According to the Arkansas Advocate, officials say it could save lives, cut readmissions, and boost follow-up care for moms' physical and mental health. The program targets hospitals statewide, including those recognized for lowering cesarean rates. UAMS is adding to maternal care by expanding health education in the state. The university is partnering with local hospitals to train more nurses in anesthesiology, filling a critical gap in Arkansas's healthcare workforce. UAMS plans to launch its Certified Registered Nurse Anesthetist program at the Northwest campus in Fayetteville this fall. Funded by the Alice L. Walton Foundation and local hospitals, the expansion will add 18 students over 5 years.
There is a growing number of nurse anesthetists who have gone ahead and retired, and so the workforce does not meet the state needs. And in Northwest Arkansas, we are seeing certainly healthcare population growth as well as a need for expansion in the healthcare arena.
Officials say the goal is to keep highly trained providers in Arkansas, especially in rural areas where they are badly needed. Now let's turn back to Ashley with a check of the traffic on this Monday morning.
Yeah, hey guys, it's looking pretty good. We do have one slowdown that we really want to look into, and let you know about this morning. Here's an overview of what's going on with our live traffic map around central Arkansas, and it doesn't look too bad, but there is one spot here in Jacksonville that is really slow for really no reason besides the fact that there's no accident, but there is a lot of construction that's been going on in this area, so that could be the culprit why we're seeing the slowdowns. Moving at only 12 miles per hour here. It used to be US 167 southbound, now I-57 southbound, but regardless of the name or the number, it is moving very slowly this morning, and we're getting a closer look right now at that area with our traffic cam. This is where you can see those big orange barrels and the construction that's going on, so you can see that it is definitely slow in this area. And getting a look at our drive times into downtown Little Rock, 24 minutes from Conway, 23 from Benton, and 23 from Cabot. So Tracy, it looks pretty good.
Well, today is looking good weather-wise too. I think everyone's going to really enjoy this cooler temperatures that we have coming on, especially with this being still summer. The last week of August here today, looking for that hour-by-hour forecast. Starting to see more clouds building in later this afternoon, and then we're going to start to see a few rain showers as we're heading into the late afternoon and early evening. But again, with that high only around the low 80s, we're not really looking at heat index values really being any issue today. The 3-day forecast is looking pretty good too. Tomorrow only looking for a high of 75. We do rebound on Wednesday to 85, but look what we're starting out at in the 50s on Wednesday morning. It's going to be so nice. Multiple chances for some rain as we're heading throughout the week, but don't you worry. Friday night football is looking pretty good, but we do need that rain because of all of these counties under a burn ban. Still could see this being an issue as we're heading through September, so we're going to have to keep an eye on it, but maybe we'll get a little bit of relief with these rain showers that are coming for a couple of different times this week. This is going to be around 7 p.m. this evening. We could see some of those rain showers and a bit of thunder as well, and then things shift a little bit more south, but there is more headed our way as we are going into Tuesday morning. We could see a few of those impact your commute tomorrow morning, but of course Ashley and I will be here to make sure that you are updated on anything that just might slow you down. But just looking later in the week, again, Thursday is going to be the biggest chance for that heavier rain. This is going to be on Thursday afternoon, and this is going to be around the evening time of 11:30 when we're all heading to bed. So Friday is looking much better. We may start out with just a few little showers. I don't expect much, but things are looking much better. By this long weekend, we're going to see temperatures in the lower 80s and maybe just a spotty shower here and there, but I don't expect much from it.